Hello, and thank you for clicking on this Fun with Pete and Sherry video. I am your host Julian, and welcome to Charlottesville, where it is 99 degrees and very, very warm. But today I have something that is going to take the heat out of the air for us. It is the Highland Park 12-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey. One of my very favorite scotches, Highland Park, and for obvious reasons. If you look at the name of the site, Fun with Pete and Sherry, I like sherried scotches, I like peated scotches. Highland Park is one that brings both together and really creates out of them a very unique taste. Unique tastes, I should say, because this is a scotch that chameleon-like can change depending on your mood. Well, let's see. What can I tell you about Highland Park? It is made on the Isle of Orkney, off the north coast of Scotland, and is the northernmost distillery in the world. Let's see. To give you the flavor profile of Highland Park, Highland Park uses only sherry casks in their scotch, and they have their scotch has a medium amount of peat. Of the 3 times that the malted barley is heated, the first time uses peat smoke, the second 2 times do not. But it's quite a bit of peat. It's not trace amounts like you would get in Balvenie or Aberlour. There's really quite a bit of peat going on in here. So let's open it up and see what's going on here. Tangy green apples at the top of the bottle. Nose. Whew. Yow. Very tangy, tart fruit. Something of the ocean rolling in. Boughs of great oak trees swinging down amidst high winds, perhaps a hurricane. Rain and sea spray. All right, final test. Never the same scotch twice. Initially, you do feel that that tart, sharp fruit sense, but very quickly, a few other things happen. Get that the saltiness and a surprisingly deep honeyed maltiness, and following that, this big smoky finish. Oh man, that's good. And I tell you, for a 12-year-old Scotch, and one that you can pick up for under $45, this is absolutely a fantastic value in a Scotch. This does not behave like a $40-something Scotch. It behaves more like an $80-something Scotch. You can serve your Highland Park 12 alongside your Oban, your Talisker, your 16-year-old Lagavulin, and no one will ever complain. And if anyone does, you'll recognize it as a sign of their bad breeding and know to avoid them. Tremendous. A great many things going on here. As I've said before, the sherry increases the complexity of a Scotch and the number of flavors you can pull out of it dramatically. Peat increases the complexity of a Scotch and the number of flavors you can pull out of it dramatically. Together, they have a multiplicative effect. Okay, there's almost an infinite number of tastes that you could pull out of this as a result. which means it's a Scotch that is perfect for any occasion, you might say. If you are arranging currency arbitrage or rigging LIBOR with billionaire hedge fund managers, Highland Park is the perfect Scotch for that occasion. If you're taking bets at a bare-knuckle boxing match, Highland Park, perfect Scotch for that occasion. I'm going to give Highland Park 12-year-old Scotch a rating of 9.0. 9.0, it is, of course, the least expensive Scotch to ever get such a high rating from me. Highland Park is one that will probably always be on my shelf, and which means I have to buy it frequently because, of course, it tends to disappear frequently. It's not only a favorite of mine, it's a favorite of my friends who are experienced Scotch drinkers. It's also always a favorite of my friends who are new Scotch drinkers. So really no discernible weakness at all in this Scotch. And if you want something even better, go up the scale from here to the 18-year-old Highland Park. That is fantastic. Even more subtlety. The 15 actually tastes like it's younger than the 12. I don't know why, but just I would go from the 12 right to the 18. That'll be all for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.